Hello, everybody. Wherever you are, morning or night, it's always time for more randomizers. Today, I'm going the wrong way. I got myself mixed up. We're going to the Swamp Palace because we just got the hookshot last time and I want to put it to use in its dungeon and home dungeon. Actually, we need the hammer first. And the mirror, all that stuff. Feels good to be doing easier dungeons again. Although I will wonder when I'm going to be getting a new sword. Had the Master Sword here for a while, and while you don't need the higher leveled swords to succeed, they do help. Everything else is just a luxury, but I like luxuries. They make me feel good. That's like the entire point of them. Alright, don't get stabbed on my way in. We need to lower the water in the light world before we can enter the dark world version. Of course, that also helps. Just makes things a little faster, ignoring the need to solve a real puzzle. Okay, let's get out here and go back into the portal. Now we have a dungeon here. Now, there's a couple of hang-ups of this dungeon that I'm going to note as we go through it. But first off, you need the flippers. First off, if you don't have them, you're out of luck. So, try not to, whoops. Yeah. Also, the hookshot is really good and it kills everything. So, yeah. That chest always has a key because there's a door right there to use it on. Apparently I'm always going to get magic from killing these guys. Fine with me. There'll be a chest in here we can pick up. Let's see. Well, there's the cape! Now I can go get the bow and finish the rest of the dungeons in the game. Alright. Alright, so over here we need to grab a key from under here. That way we can go in this door. Let's see, just ignore these enemies because that thing in the middle there will shoot bullets at you if you swing your sword. Grab that key. We're going to need it for the door up here so that we can send some water into here. Now there are situations where you might not want to lower these switches and make the water flow. And if that happens, like say later in the dungeon, you forget to get the key from under one of those skulls, all you need to do is leave the dungeon, go away one screen, then come back, reset the entire puzzle with the light world version of that. There's nothing behind that crack, I just bombed it for satisfaction's purposes. But yeah, you just leave and come back, you'll be able to fix the what would otherwise be a soft lock. So let's go down here. Now the way speedrunners do it is that they completely ignore the left side of the dungeon unless they absolutely need to go to there. Because you don't need, technically, the big key to finish this dungeon. So I'm gonna try that strategy myself and see how much time it really saves. There's another arrow upgrade. Still no bomb upgrades, though. Except for the one. So we can see that chest is locked, but it would normally contain the hookshot, which we used to get this key. Now we need to, Oh, I need that heart. Let's get... Gimme. Thank you. We have to get that key, go up here, and then open up this door. But I will be coming back for the treasure whether I need it or not, just to show you guys how to get the treasure. Now there's a switch over here. If you have the cane like I do, you can't use it here because if you leave the area where the block you manifested is, it will despawn and it won't be on the switch anymore because it opens this door over here. Alright, you get out of my way. This place actually has a fair amount of treasure that's not essential, so I always like coming here to clean it out. There's a heart in that skull if you need it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head south. And there's a nice little cache over here. There's the compass. There's a bomb upgrade, finally. Not that I've really needed it, but I like looking at big numbers. That's why I play all the RPGs I do. Well, that and their stories sometimes. Wait, it's not that one, huh? Is it this one? Yeah. This chest I didn't know about for the longest time, and when there was something essential in there, well, I was forced to learn where it was. Let's see. Excellent. We're nearly to the end. Well, the end in quotation marks, but you know what I mean. Okay, rush past the current, grab the key in here. Alright. If you absolutely need to kill those guys, you can use a magic medallion on them, like Bombos or Ether. But that's not necessary. Okay, good. I got hurt. I won't need to beam these guys anymore. So this boss is pretty simple. If you have the level 3 sword, you can one-shot these little things, but overall, the strategy is still the same. Just hook-shot them, move when he gets close to you, and rinse and repeat. Now, if you have the level 1 sword, that's another problem. At that point, you're going to want to use the hammer to one-shot these guys. And yes, that will require a lot of switching back and forth, but it is honestly faster than trying to kill them with the basic sword. Oh, come on! He was still in the air when he hit me. That's not fair, game. It's a pretty predictable pattern there. So just be ready and do your spin attack when he comes, and now he's dead. Let's see, what's he drop? Level 2 shield. Yeah. Would have been nice if he didn't already buy it in advance. I'm getting really bad luck with shields in my latest randomizers, and I always end up buying it anyway. But that's okay. At least the game realizes this and won't saddle you or anything. So let's go back. And I'll show you the other part of the dungeon. And when we're done there, we can just use the mirror to get out of here. I almost hit the fast forward button, but I can't do that when I'm doing a Let's Play. It's unprofessional. Even though I'm wasting all this time and I don't know what I should be talking about half the time. There's only so many things that are happening during the game. Oh well. No harm done. At least not right away. Those guys coming out of the walls actually hurt quite a bit, so try not to get hit by them. So the strategy over in this side is, well, to remember my advice about ignoring enemies when there are things over there, but besides that, grabbing this key before you hit that switch, otherwise you have to do that little reset thing I mentioned before. Then you have to walk all the way around, although the hook shot helps save a little time. You need to hit this switch here and push this aside. Now the key to remember, though, is that when you're done with this room, you actually want to hit the switch again. Even though if you had that lowered, you could take a shortcut to the bottom, it's actually a dick move. There's a place later on where you need orange switches to be down. So you need to take the long way. So yeah. It's one of those things that it's designed to make you waste your time a little. Extend the length of the game, maybe. I don't know. But I've been fooled enough times by it that I remember now. So let's go up here. I think one of the only second floor areas in this, or first floor areas in this entire dungeon. Let's try not to get completely destroyed by this fire. And we want to fall down on this side. If you have the hook shot, it's a good idea. You can grab this chest. There's where the key is. Then use the hook shot to go over to the other side and save some time. Otherwise you have to fall down the left pit, then climb back up and fall down the right pit. Alright, we finished the heart container with that piece. Now all we need to do is walk back, go to where the big chest is, open it, and we're done with this dungeon. Then I'll quickly make my way over to where the bow is with the magic cape cave. And then I think we can actually do a couple of other things over there. Did I even I didn't pop into the Eastern Palace for treasure yet, did I? I don't think I did. Great. Alright. Oh yeah, we have silver arrows too, so this is going to be real fun. Okay, let's see. We're going to make our way over there, so let's take the path through Kakariko. Up here. Yeah. You actually only need the magic cape to get through that cave. The game would have you believe that you need to use the hook shot, but through some clever side wall walking, you can get there. So I'll be showing that off here, because, well, I'm trying to show off as many tricks and tips as I can about just having a good time with this little modification of the game here. I wonder what those trees say if you knock into them. I should satisfy my curiosity one of these days. What are you gonna do? Go and get the bow, it's what you're gonna do. Now, if I didn't get the magic cape in Dungeon 2, I was most likely going to head on over to the Ice Palace next and do that business. There it is. So let's lift this out of the way and head in here. So first floor, nothing important here. Just climb up. So this is the part where you apparently would need the hook shot to get over there. But if you're careful, you can walk right here, pick up a pot, and go that way. Now we need the cape to get past this thing. Here we go. Nice. It already comes pre-equipped, but if you want to change back to normal arrows, you can do so with the Y button. There's one situation where you maybe may want to do that. I see that sign even alludes to it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save and quit, and let's do the first dungeon of the game. Why not? We could knock that out real quick. Let's go to my house. This is my house. This is my house. I'm not going to fill up all the way, though. We'll get it on the way. Maybe. So the great thing about silver arrows is that there is very little in the game that they do not kill in one hit. Even a lot of bosses can get one shot by it, and I'm planning to demonstrate that as much as possible. I did that in my first series, and I learned eventually that silver arrows do indeed work on the boss of Dungeon 6, Vitreous. Okay, it's not who I was trying to hit, but that'll work. But they don't work on the cloud guy. I think they just pass right through him. Or maybe they don't. Well, we'll find out, because we have the arrows and we're going to go fight them one of these days. Now let's see. Well, let me check my map. Yeah, I haven't cleared this place out, obviously, but there's a pendant in here. I don't think we've gotten a pendant yet, actually. Now that I think about it. Anyway, being the first dungeon of the game, this place is fairly simple. And there's some tricks you can do to make it even easier, so I'll be trying to show those off as best I can. Just use your powers to your powers of reaction time to get past those cannonballs. Well, there we go. That's why you always check that chest. You never know what's inside. I love this music, though. Yeah, there's a heart. That's why I didn't fill up. They're all over the place. So you could, like, solve a puzzle over there in that other area, like, with a switch and get over to this chest. But if you have the hook shot, you can just hook shot over to it and grab it that way. That's what I usually like to do when I have the hook shot. But yeah, the puzzle in that room is pretty simple. It's just like there's a switch under a pot and you have to step on it. It's really not worth showing off. It's not like the thing with the ice palace and the cane and the block that you need to push. No, 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 no. So another great thing about the hook shot is that it stuns these guys when normally the boomerang just does like scratch damage to them instead. And while damage is nice, it's just faster to swipe at them. Nice. Might be coming down with something. That's okay. I still feel good for now. Well, while I'm here, I might as well open this because I have the key for it. Pointless, but yeah. Those guys will fall down, but just keep moving. They can't get you. I want to move over to this area. You're just going to need to slash that, hit this switch, go in here. Oh yeah, you need the lamp. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. The lamp lets you get through this area so that you can find the last chest here. While it's not strictly necessary, these rooms are pretty simple, it's still pretty nice to have anyway. Figuring it out is harder than you might imagine. I've tried to do it a couple of times, but it doesn't always work out. Alright, let's get out my silver arrows for this loser. I don't need to do that, but it's a little easier that way. So once you kill the last guy, those guys will scatter. You can't unkill those guys with the magic powder. Alright, plus 10 bombs. There's the big one. I don't know if this was like super obvious to anyone, but when you upgrade your bombs and arrows, the last upgrade you get is plus 10 instead of plus 5 for whatever reason. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, we had a little hang up there, so I hope you'll excuse the momentary blip, but it's no big deal. So we grabbed the key from that guy. There's a little money room over here if you need money, but I don't. Maybe if you were actually doing this dungeon first like you're supposed to, it would be a little more important, but for like buying the flippers or something, but no such luck. So chest here, there's a button. Hit the button, wake up this guy, shoot him in the eye, lift this up, get a heart, hit that switch. We're almost done here. Just a little bit more. This is the last switch. Ow. Go over here. So this is the part of the dungeon where you absolutely need the bow, because this guy cannot be killed by anything else. Thankfully, it only takes 1 silver arrow to kill him, unlike the normal 2 that it takes to kill them with normal arrows. Damn it! I can never get those 2 in the same cycle. Whatever. I'll just take this 10. Okay, now we get the boss, who's going to be super easy because we have silver arrows. Normally these guys would take 3 arrows per hit, but they only take 1 silver arrow. And we're done. And they have the map, as I figured. We finally have a pendant. Nice. So, that about wraps it up for this recording, I think. There's not much else that I really, really want to do right this second. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to make my way over to the next portal so that we can head into the Dark World for the next dungeon and stop dying to this guy. That would help. This is a portal that doesn't often get used in the main game, but I'm glad that it's here for the randomizer because it can be pretty convenient. So we just need to go down here. So the next place I want to go is, well, the counterpart to the Eastern Palace in the Dark World, being the Palace of Darkness. So it's right up here. The portal is right through here. So next time, we'll be going through this portal and tackling another dungeon, and there's like another couple of things I want to grab, and, well, we're looking for the flutes so we can get to Misery Mire for the last crystal, I think, or the last green pendant. We have all the crystals, right? We should by now. Oh, no, we're missing one. I guess it's in... What haven't I done yet? Oh yeah, the Ice Palace. Yeah, it's probably in the Ice Palace, the last crystal. So we'll do that maybe next time as well. For now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're looking forward to the wow, wow sound that I'm about to make as we do a clever transition into next episode. See y'all later!